Hi Tony, how are you today?
I'm okay, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
So, as we discussed the last time, I'm gonna ask you some questions. So, how can I help you?
Um, well, the main thing is, I think we hinted a bit on it before, like even what we're doing here. I get a bit, I don't know, like nervous, stressed even about speaking on Zoom. I know I need to do it for business, whether it's talking like this or presenting things or even just in networking online. I just don't feel right on Zoom.
How does that make you feel? Can you be more specific?
Like now, yeah, I get very hot, I suppose. Um, feel sweaty, hacky. Yeah, there's too many thoughts going through my head. What if what I say is not right? What if I need to start again? What if this doesn't work right? What if I can't think what to say? What if nobody comes? Nobody listens? All these things are always going through my head.
So, do you mean you are running a Zoom session or you're attending one?
It's both. I said it can be, I know I need to present some, and I feel like that totally, what if nobody turns up? What if nobody wants to listen? But I also get it on online networking. When I go on and you're put on the spot, or you go in, how they put in you those breakout room things, and there's just you and someone else there, and I don't know how to start the conversation.
Hmm. How long has this been going on for?
Ever since I've really started using Zoom, to be honest, I'm always trying to hide it. But I've realised now that I feel sort of sick in my stomach when I come off the call. I don't want to feel like that. Even though I know sometimes I've went well, I still feel that way. So I would like to feel better before, during, and after using Zoom.
Hmm. So, is this the same when you network in person?
No, when I suppose, yeah, there's always a little bit of anxiousness, I suppose, but just butterflies if you're going for the first time into a networking event.
Hmm.
But once I've been and there's a few people you know, it just feels a wee bit easier when it's in person what to say. Whereas online, I don't quite feel the same.
But you were able to actually go on Zoom, like for the first time and then again.
Because I forced myself to do it, but I said I feel sickly after it. I just takes a little bit of time to go over how I felt after the session. I don't want to feel that way every time. It's starting to get to that stage that I keep thinking, can I get out of going on?
Hmm. And what have you tried so far to improve this?
Journaling, writing down things about how I feel, and say that helps. But no, the little voice in my head just comes back as soon as that wee pop up comes up saying the Zoom thing's due to start. Then it all seems to start from there. Um, I've tried speaking to some people about it. They gave me breathing exercises to do before it, and they make me feel better. Yes, but it doesn't get rid of the thoughts in my head.
So, what outcome would you like to achieve?
Not to feel sick before, during, or after going on a Zoom call.
Okay. And how will you know that you have achieved that?
When I can come off, when before I go on and the little pop up says Zoom during 5 minutes or whatever, that sickly feeling in my stomach doesn't happen. I know that bit's okay. During it, I don't have all those thoughts going through my head. I said, but I'm not good enough. What if nobody turns up? Well, nobody wants to listen to me. And afterwards, I don't have that heavy, sickly feeling in my stomach. If all that goes, then I know I feel good. It's worked.
So, what is your motivation for wanting this?
Because I know that I really need to do more online networking because of what I do. Um, the coaches that I work with, I can work with clients anywhere. So obviously, being on Zoom is a real big thing to go over the local because having only local ones, there's only a certain pool of clients I can get. If I can go online and speak anywhere in the world, I get more opportunity to get more clients.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. So, you said you get this sickly feeling before. So do you think, is this a problem for you? In what way is this a problem? Like you are there and what happens then?
Well, the biggest problem I think is that I don't be me. So the people who are on the calls with me are seeing, I don't know the right word for it, but an image of me, but they're not really seeing all of me, if that makes sense. I hold a lot back because I don't want to come across the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
People pleasing, I think that's the term you hear people say. When I'm on the calls, I'm people pleasing.
But do you actually speak on the call?
Yes. I said I'm very good at putting an image on for people, and I'll say certain things, or if I'm asked a question, I'll answer, but I don't offer advice when I know I could give it. I don't volunteer to be the one that's going to speak if I can help it. And when I am presenting, I will normally try and use it as an interactive session as much as possible, get other people speaking rather than me.
Right, so you said you have these feelings and you have these thoughts, but what could you do to reframe these challenges so that you see them more as an opportunity rather than an issue?
So that's how I'd like to. That's a good point. I'd like to see it as an opportunity, but I don't know how to reframe them because I just say to myself, that's not going to happen, and it still happens. So I'm not sure how I go about reframing them, if that's what I need to do to get rid of especially that feeling in my stomach.
Mm-hmm. In your stomach or where in your body do you feel it?
In my stomach, it's like a washing machine going round and round.
Mm-hmm. So, and you think it means something negative like feeling sick, but
Yeah.
could it mean something different if you feel your body?
No, it's definitely feeling sick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. So do you think it is different when you go in person? Do you feel the same in your body?
No, I said you get a little bit of anticipation or butterflies, I suppose. But once I'm in the room and you can get a sense of how everybody is, you get a feeling, then I'm okay. I can once I've talked to one or two people, it's fine. I can just move around and speak to people. Um, so usually I'd start with walking up to a couple of people that I know, ask how they're doing, how are they today, and then hoping someone else walks into the conversation that I've not met, or I see someone who was standing on their own, so I'll go over and speak to them and introduce myself. So that's what I try and do on there, and the butterflies go quite quickly when you're doing it that way because you start getting into conversations, you don't really feel that nervous.
Mm-hmm. And what do you feel then? Is it
I feel
different?
good. Yeah, I feel happy, confident, calm,
Mm-hmm.
um, always finding out about other people, and then I can let them know what I do as well.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned the breathing exercises.
Hmm.
Did you do this?
Yeah, I do it before every session, and I said I do feel okay with it, but it doesn't change the voice in my head or the heaviness in my stomach that makes me feel sick.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So is there anything else you think you can do to change this?
I'm not sure. I tried the things with speaking to people. It's not really working. So I just need something that stops me feeling heavy, sick, and that little voice that's constantly doing that in the side of my head.
Have you ever thought about changing that voice? Like, for example, what if you thought the opposite of what you're thinking? Like, say, if you think, I'm feeling fine right now, how would that
Um,
be?
Sort of, yeah. It's when I tell myself those things, yeah, I know they're right. So I know I am fine. But as long as that feeling, the heaviness is there, it's difficult to just tell myself that I feel fine if I can't get rid of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you see, it might not mean what you think. So, for example, when you're excited, you might fear. certain things in your body, and you might interpret that as anxiety.
I can understand that makes sense because I know that, yeah, when you get excited, you feel it in your stomach. When you feel this way sick, you feel it in your stomach. You can do that. I definitely do that. But it's the things that's always tell me that no one's going to turn up. I'm not good enough. No one wants to listen. What if they don't want to hear what I say? It's hard to get over those changes.
Mm-hmm. Have you been at other webinars?
You mean ones that other people do present?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to other
So,
ones with them.
so how many people were there?
The most I've been at, thousands, is a Tony Robbins one. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, anything I've been ones I've only been two people at, right up to thousands of people.
Mm-hmm. So has it ever happened that you were with nobody?
Um, yes, once I did a talk, but nobody came.
And was that a problem?
Um, I think initially you feel it because you're asking if anybody's there, can they put it in the chat, and nobody did. Um, but otherwise, no, it wasn't a big problem. Other than apart from that, it wasn't a big problem.
What could you do if this happened?
I just carried on and did it anyway, because I could use the recording later on. So I
Mm-hmm.
just carried on and did the session.
Yeah.
Didn't quite the way I wanted to do it then because there wasn't any people. I didn't have any breakout rooms. Could have gone myself.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, it still worked.
Yeah. So do you see that you could do it with no audience and just record it like you said?
Yeah, I could do that again if it happened. Yeah, I'd be able to do that.
So what do you think? What else you could do? Like, what is a first step you could do?
Suppose trying myself to keep saying everything's okay and I'm fine, I'm all right to do this, and just go and do it.
Mm-hmm. So do you have a webinar coming up?
Yes, I do. 2 weeks time.
Okay, so maybe you could set yourself the goal to do this when this is on and write it down. So
To write what down?
what you want to do
Oh, yeah.
to help
So,
yourself with this.
yeah, I can try that.
Anything else you think that could help you?
No, I can do it to start with. I'll try that and then we can catch up and see how I go from there.
Okay, so I want you to write that down and set the date and the time when you do this, and then we catch up later.
Yep, can do that. Thank you very much.